My God, I'm home. Oh my God. It's so good to be back. It is day 108 of my visibility series. I just finished up a 2.5 month tour. I was all over the place and I'm finally back. So, in the 2.5 months that I was gone, I was in DC, I was in Georgia, I was in San Francisco area, I was in San Diego, I was in the LA area. I know I had one Massachusetts, right? It was really, really great. I think my favorite thing about this tour was that it's the best I felt when I'm doing this work. And the whole thing that I talk to young people about is like when you feel better, you do better. And I am like really experiencing that right now because in all areas of my life, not just professionally, I just feel so much better. Now, I want to say this. There's a lot of really tough stuff happening, and I am always keeping track of that. I always try to pay attention about, what's happening in our country, what's happening in the world. I care deeply about society and how people are doing. But I think before, I used to take that pressure and put it on me because I felt like that's what I needed to like move forward. And in reality, it actually kind of kept me back. It made me really anxious about everything. It made everything I did seem super urgent and super important. And I felt like I was kind of like grasping my dream by the neck versus like letting it be. And recently I realized that I can only really do what I can do. That's my phone, sorry. I'm not doing this again because I already like this video. I'm already doing everything that I can. I'm already going above and beyond to help young people. And the more that I've released kind of that grip on my dream, the easier it is for me to just go with the flow. The way that I think about this, and I talk to young people about this a lot, is that if there's a river and I'm moving upstream, if I'm fighting against the river, it's gonna be so tough. Like a river is going one way, and if I'm trying to fight against it, it's gonna just push me and knock me over, and it's gonna take a really long time. And I think that for a while, that's how I've been approaching my work. When I did the Today Show, 4 years ago, I wasn't really like, I was on TikTok, but I wasn't really doing TikTok to blow my career up. I was just doing it because it was fun. I was filming my class with the kids and I had a really good time doing that. And also, I had a chance to show my work without showing kids. And I didn't think much about that. And I think that that's what helped that kind of take off. I felt more authentic. I felt more natural. I felt more just like myself. And then as soon as I started to get all this feedback from people around I need to be doing this or I should be doing this, and everyone had their opinions and I was like hypercritical of myself, that's when I really started to squeeze, and that's kind of when everything plateaued. And not everything, but I mean specifically, I just ate a huge bowl of kava. Specifically, like social media started to plateau. What I wasn't putting pressure on was my speaking business. I just kind of thought, okay, well, I'm lucky, things are coming to me, I'm on a great speaking bureau. But I didn't realize that things were going so well with my speaking business because I wasn't putting a lot of pressure on it. Now, this is like a perspective that some people don't agree with. And I'm not someone that pushes my perspectives on people. And even though I teach this stuff, if you listen to my speeches, if you listen to my workshops, if you listen to my videos, everything I say is an offer because I'm a firm believer that people should be their own experts. And if you take advice from someone, you should still choose it and own it, right? For me, this perspective of things feel harder when I'm putting so much stress and I'm playing this narrative or this story in my head of it's going to be so hard and I have to grind and it has to look this way. Like that's a story that we were told, but that's not what's happened with my speaking business. My speaking business has just been effortless. It's been so easy. I've gotten, I think, 99% of my gigs over the past 4 years from word of mouth, from in-house marketing, so just like videos I put on social media of me doing my work. And as soon as I started to reach out, that's when I started to get like pushback. So I stopped doing that and I'm literally booking more than I've ever booked. I just got my biggest gig of all time, a gig that is literally going to pay me close to what my teacher salary was for a year. And this gig is 2 weeks and it's doing exactly what I love with the community that I'm obsessed with. And it didn't come from me putting a lot of effort out. It just came from me showing up, doing the work, building community and connections, and then taking advantage of this opportunity. So I'm home. I'm going to allow myself to feel good. I'm going to do things that make me happy. I am taking viola lessons. Well, I'm trying to find viola lessons. I planned a major trip around my birthday, which is later this summer, and it is right before my book comes out in August. I'm back. I'm going to start streaming again this week. I have my Better Academy, which is my leadership program online, with 4 amazing young people. Things are good. Things are good. And I'm grateful. So we'll be back tomorrow. Okay, bye.